Hello and welcome to this short video on the Canvas inbox. We'll be looking at how to set up your notifications, how to get those notifications emails sent to your Outlook email, finding those messages in your sent folder, and also looking at how you can see submission comments within the inbox. In order to set up your notifications for Canvas inbox messages, sent directly to your Outlook email, you'll click on your account bubble, which may have your image on, and go to the notifications option. Within notifications, you have the option setting notifications for your account or on your various courses. In order to get notifications for all inbox messages, I would suggest that you set this at the account level. Now, there are many notifications where you can change for your Outlook email and for push notifications. This is if you have the Canvas app on your phone where it can push that out to your device. Now, to find the inbox notifications, we are going to scroll down here under Conversations, and then the second option down is Conversation Message, New Inbox Messages. Okay, so this is your inbox message notification. If you'd like to be notified immediately, which is not always immediately, there is some lag time on the notifications. Sometimes you may be notified immediately, sometimes it may be an hour or two, all depending on how busy the system is at that time. So although this is helpful to get a notification, it's not always as immediate as being logged into your Canvas. So you can choose notify immediately, daily summary, weekly summary, or to turn off those notifications. For your Canvas inbox messages, it would be best to set the little bell icon to notify immediately. Again, this first column is for your email, and the second column is push notifications through your Canvas app if you have that on your smartphone. A couple of reminders here. When you do get a notification to your Outlook email of a Canvas inbox message, when you reply to that email, it is essentially being sent through Canvas inbox. So there will be a record of that message in your Canvas inbox, and we'll look at where you can find those in just a moment. But anything that is replied to that notification will be kind of streamed through the Canvas inbox as well. So that would be a great way to respond to students. However, you do not get notifications as quickly as simply being logged into Canvas. And if you send any attachments from that Outlook email notification, the attachment will not be sent through to the Canvas message. The last thing that is important to note, if there is a Canvas inbox message with a group of students, so maybe you had group work and you have 3 students on the message, plus yourself, when you respond to that notification, it will only be sent to the original sender. So the other students within that group message will not see your response. Okay, so although getting those notifications to your Outlook email, it can be really helpful, it does not have all the functionalities as using Canvas inbox through within Canvas. Okay, so next we're going to see where you can find those messages within your inbox and looking at how you can also view submission comments from your inbox as well. All right, so here we are within a Canvas guide in order to show their examples of the inbox. So if you're looking for where you can find your messages sent, even if you're replying to the notification Outlook, within your inbox, you can use the All Courses, or you can use this drop-down menu to choose a specific course. And then you're going to your Sent folder. So they may or may not show up in the threaded replies, right, in that back and forth in your inbox. If you do not see them there, you could also find them here within your sent folder. Okay, your sent folder is relatively new, so feel free to play around in here and find what works best for you. The other exciting part about Canvas Inbox is now there's an option to view submission comments as a folder as well. And I confirmed with Canvas Tech that when you look at your submission comments, that you've maybe left a comment for a student and then they reply to that submission comment, right? And you have kind of a back and forth of replies within that submission comment section. Then you should be able to also see that as like a threaded reply, like a conversation here once you come to the submission comments folder. All right, so this is super helpful of following that chain. If you feel like you might need to follow up with a Canvas inbox message after checking some of those submission comments, then it's easy enough to start a new message and message that student. So you can view the comments. You can also reply to those submission comments. If you sent a message, a student responded, you can also reply here as well. Your notifications to your Outlook email will not include these submission comments. That is another area that you need to turn notifications on for in that same account settings that we showed earlier. So it can be really helpful as long as your notifications are set up properly. The last thing to note here is when you're looking at your Canvas notifications in your Outlook email, it will not automatically mark your messages in Canvas Inbox, as read. So when you first log into Canvas, you may still see that you have many messages that are unread, even though you may have already read those messages through the Outlook notification. Okay, so there is now an option within Canvas Inbox showing here that when you go to your inbox and you click the three dots in the top right corner, there is now an option to mark all as read. That way, when you glance at your inbox, you know you have responded to all of those students. You can click mark all as read in just one click. That way, you don't see that overwhelming number of inbox messages when you have already read them and already replied through that notification in your Outlook email. All right, I hope this video was helpful and I hope it was able to clear up some of your questions. So thank you so much for watching and have a great day.